Are you ready to master the backbone of DevOps? Version control is not just about saving code. It's about collaboration, speed, and reliability. In this video, we will cover DevOps Git and version control certification practice questions and explanations. Master DevOps Git and version control with this comprehensive practice exam guide. In this video, we dive deep into 30 high-quality practice questions designed to help you ace your DevOps Git and version control certification. We cover everything from basic staging to complex rebasing and merge conflict resolution. Before we jump into the first question, make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep your DevOps skills sharp. Which of the following best describes the primary difference between a centralized version control system, CVCS, and a distributed version control system, DVCS? Option A. CVCS allows for faster branching than DVCS. Option B. In DVCS, every contributor has a full copy of the repository and its history locally. Option C. CVCS does not require a network connection to commit changes. Option D. DVCS relies on a single central server to store all versions of files. The correct answer is B. The fundamental difference is that in a distributed version control system, DVCS, such as Git, every user's local directory contains a full mirror of the repository, including its complete history. This allows for offline work and high redundancy. In contrast, centralized systems, CVCS, like Subversion, SVN, store the history on a single server, and clients only check out the latest snapshot of the files. If the central server goes down, collaboration and versioning are halted. In Git, where is the information about the staging area stored? Option A. In the .git objects directory. Option B. In the index file within the .git directory. Option C. In the commit graph file. Option D. In the head file. The correct answer is B. The index, also known as the staging area, is a file located in the .git directory. It acts as a buffer between your working directory and the repository. When you run git add, Git updates this index file with the paths and object IDs of the files you intend to include in your next commit. This allows you to carefully craft your commits rather than having to commit everything in the working directory at once. Which command is used to move a file from the working directory to the staging area? Option A. Git commit. Option B. Git push. Option C. Git add. Option D. Git checkout. The correct answer is C. The git add command adds a change in the working directory to the staging area index. It tells Git that you want to include updates to a particular file in the next commit. Git commit then takes the contents of the staging area and records it permanently in the repository's history. Git push uploads local history to a remote, and Git checkout is used to switch branches or restore working tree files. What is the result of a fast-forward merge in Git? Option A. Git creates a new merge commit joining the two branches. Option B. Git automatically rebases the current branch onto the target branch. Option C. The branch pointer simply moves forward to the latest commit of the merged branch without a new commit. Option D. Git deletes the source branch immediately after the merge. The correct answer is C. A fast-forward merge occurs when the current branch's tip is a direct ancestor of the branch you are trying to merge, because there is a linear path from the current tip to the target tip. Git doesn't need to perform a three-way merge or create a merge commit. Instead, it simply moves fast-forwards the pointer of the current branch to point to the same commit as the target branch. You have realized that your last commit contained a sensitive password. Which command is the safest way to remove the password from the most recent commit only? Assuming you haven't pushed yet? Option A. Git cached less than file greater than. Option B. Git reset hardhead -1. Option C. Git commit amend. Option D. Git revert head. The correct answer is C. The git commit amend command allows you to combine staged changes with the previous commit, instead of creating an entirely new commit. To fix a password leak, you would remove the password from the file, git add the corrected file, and then run git commit amend. This replaces the bad commit with a new one, while git reset hard would also work by deleting the commit. Amend is the standard way to fix the immediate previous commit. Git revert creates a new commit that undoes changes, which would leave the password in the history, making it unsafe. What does the command git fetch do compared to git pull? Option A. Git fetch downloads remote changes and merges them into the current branch. Option B. Git fetch only downloads the metadata and objects from the remote repository without merging. Option C. Git fetch is used to upload local changes to the remote. Option D. Git fetch creates a new remote repository. The correct answer is B. Git fetch communicates with a remote repository and downloads all the data, objects and refs that the remote has but you don't. Crucially, it does not change your local working state or your current branches. Git pull is essentially a combination of git fetch, followed immediately by git merge. Fetching is safer because it allows you to inspect the changes before integrating them into your work. In the Git flow workflow, which branch is used for preparing a new production release, allowing for minor bug fixes and metadata preparation? Option A, master. Option B, develop. Option C, release. Option D, hotfix. The correct answer is C. In the Git flow workflow, release branches are branched off develop when the develop branch has acquired enough features for a release. While on the release branch, no new features are added. Only bug fixes, documentation generation, and other release-oriented tasks are performed. Once ready, it is merged into both master or main and develop. What is the purpose of Git cherry-pick? Option A. To combine all commits from one branch into a single commit on another branch. Option B. To apply the changes introduced by some existing commits onto the current branch. Option C. To find the commit that introduced a bug using binary search. Option D. To delete specific files from the history. The correct answer is B. Git cherry-pick is used to take the changes from a specific commit on one branch and apply them as a new commit on your current branch. This is useful when you want to port a specific fix or feature from one development line to another, without merging the entire branch, which might contain unwanted or unfinished changes. Which command sets your identity for every repository on your machine? Option A. Git config, local user.name, name. Option B. Git config, system user.name, name. Option C. Git config, global user.name, name. Option D. Git set user.name, name. The correct answer is C. The global flag ensures that the configuration is applied to the current user on the operating system, affecting all repositories that user works on. Local applies only to the current repository, and system applies to all users on the entire machine. Setting user.name and user email is essential as this information is baked into every commit you create. You are in the middle of a feature but need to switch to a hotfix branch immediately. You don't want to commit your half-finished work. Which command should you use? Option A. Git checkout B hotfix. Option B. Git stash. Option C. Git reset soft. Option D. Git cleanf. The correct answer is B. Git stash takes your uncommitted changes, both staged and unstaged, saves them in a temporary internal stack, and reverts your working directory to match the head commit. This gives you a clean working directory so you can switch branches later. You can use git stash pop to bring those changes back. Git clean would delete untracked files, which is not what you want. Which of the following describes a pull request (PR) in the context of platforms like GitHub or GitLab? Option A. A command that forces a remote server to download your code. Option B. A request to the maintainers of a repository to merge your changes from a specific branch. Option C. A way to download the latest updates from a repository. Option D. An automated script that runs tests on your code. The correct answer is B. A pull request, or merge request in GitLab, is a collaborative feature of web-based Git hosting platforms. It allows a developer to notify team members that they have completed a feature or fix. The team can then review the code changes, discuss them, and eventually merge them into the main codebase. It is not a native Git command but a workflow built on top of Git. What type of Git object is used to store the contents of a file? Option A. Commit object. Option B. Tree object. Option C. Blob object. Option D. Tag object. The correct answer is C. Git uses four main types of objects. 1. Blobs. Binary large objects. Store the actual data content of files. 2. Trees act like directories, mapping names to blobs or other trees. 3. Commits store metadata like author, date, and a pointer to a root tree. 4. Tags are pointers to specific commits. Blobs do not store file names or permissions. That information is stored in the tree objects. What is the primary risk of using git rebase on a branch that has already been pushed to a shared public repository? Option A. It will delete the remote branch. Option B. It changes the commit history, which can cause confusion and conflicts for other team members. Option C. It is impossible to rebase a remote branch. Option D. It will cause the local repository to become corrupted. The correct answer is B. Rebasing rewrites history by creating new commits for the same changes. If you rebase a branch that others have already pulled and started working on, their history will no longer match yours. When they try to pull your rebased changes, Git will see conflicting histories, leading to significant manual cleanup. The general rule is, never rebase branches that you have pushed to a public, shared repository. Which command allows you to see the commit history with a graphical representation of branches? Option A. Git status, graph. Option B. Git log, one-line, graph, all. Option C. Git show, branch. Option D. Git history, view. The correct answer is B. Git log is the tool for viewing history. Using flags like graph, draws an ASCII representation of the branch structure. One line condenses each commit to a single line. And all shows history for all branches, not just the current one. Git status only shows the current state of the working directory and staging area. What is the purpose of the gitignore file? Option A. To encrypt sensitive files before committing. Option B. To list files and patterns that Git should not track or prompt to add. Option C. To store passwords for the remote repository. Option D. To temporarily hide files from the working directory. The correct answer is B. The gitignore file tells Git which files or directories to ignore in a project. This is commonly used for build artifacts, like target or bin, dependency folders, like node_modules, logs, and local environment secrets. This prevents the repository from being cluttered with unnecessary or sensitive files that don't belong in version control. In which directory are Git hooks stored within a local repository? Option A, hooks. Option B, .git, hooks. Option C, scripts, Git. Option D, hooks. The correct answer is B. Git hooks are scripts that Git executes before or after events such as commit, push, and receive. They are stored in the .git hooks directory of your repository. By default, Git populates this directory with several example scripts. Because the .git folder is not typically shared via push-pull, hooks are local to the developer's machine unless explicitly managed by a tool like Husky. When a merge conflict occurs, what markers does Git use to indicate the conflicting changes in the file? Option A, conflict start, and conflict end. Option B, less than less than less than less than less than less than less than. Equals 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 equals. And greater than greater than greater than greater than greater than greater than greater than. Option C, old and new. Option D, and. The correct answer is B. When Git cannot automatically resolve a difference in code between two branches, it inserts conflict markers into the file. Less than 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 marks the beginning of the changes in the current branch. Head equals 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 separates the two sets of changes. And greater than 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 marks the end of the changes from the branch being merged. The developer must manually edit the file to choose the correct code and remove these markers. How do you delete a branch named feature X locally? Option A, git branch D feature X. Option B, git remove branch feature X. Option C, git delete feature X. Option D, git checkout delete feature X. The correct answer is A. The command git branch d less than branch name greater than is used to delete a local branch. Using the lowercase d is a safe delete. Git will prevent you from deleting the branch if it hasn't been fully merged into its upstream branch. To force a delete regardless of merge status, you would use the uppercase D flag. What does git reflog do? Option A. It records every change to the tips of branches and other references. Option B. It displays a list of all remote repositories. Option C. It cleans up unreachable objects in the database. Option D. It renames a branch in the remote repository. The correct answer is A. Git reflog. Reference log is a powerful mechanism that records when the tips of branches were updated. It allows you to find commits that are no longer part of any branch. E.g., after a hard reset or a rebase. It is a safety net that lets you recover work that appears to be lost for a certain period of time, usually 30 to 90 days. Which command shows the differences between the staging area and the last commit? Option A, git diff. Option B, git diff staged. Option C, git status. Option D, git showhead. The correct answer is B. Git diff by itself shows the changes in your working directory that are not yet staged. To see what you have staged and are about to commit, the difference between the index and the last commit, you must use git diff staged, or its alias git diff cached. What is the default name given to the primary remote repository when you clone it? Option A, main. Option B, upstream. Option C, origin. Option D, source. The correct answer is C. When you use git clone, Git automatically names the remote repository you cloned from as origin, while you can rename it or add multiple remotes with different names. Like upstream in open source fork workflows, origin is the industry standard default. In Git, if a file is tracked, what does that mean? Option A. It means the file is being watched by the OS file system. Option B. It means the file was in the last snapshot and can be in the staging area. Option C. It means the file is currently being edited by another user. Option D. It means the file has been pushed to a remote server. The correct answer is B. Tracked files are files that Git knows about. They were either in the last snapshot, commit, or have been staged. Untracked files are anything in your working directory that was not in your last snapshot and has not been added to your staging area. Once you git add an untracked file, it becomes tracked. Which command allows you to change the message of the most recent commit? Option A. Git commit, edit. Option B. Git commit, amend new message. Option C. Git message, update. Option D. Git reset, message. The correct answer is B. As discussed earlier, amend is the go-to flag for modifying the most recent commit. If you only want to change the message without adding new file changes, running git commit, amend new message will replace the old commit with a new one containing the updated text. Which command is used to create a new branch and switch to it immediately? Option A. Git branch new less than name greater than. Option B. Git checkout b less than name greater than. Option C. Git switch, create less than name greater than. Option D. Both B and C. The correct answer is D. Historically, git checkout B less than name greater than was the standard way to create and switch. In newer versions of Git, the git switch command was introduced to separate the switching branches functionality from the restoring files functionality of checkout. Git switch C less than name greater than or create performs the same action. What is the difference between a lightweight tag and an annotated tag in Git? Option A. Annotated tags are stored as full objects with a message and signature. Lightweight tags are just pointers. Option B. Lightweight tags can only be created on the master branch. Option C. Annotated tags are temporary and deleted after a push. Option D. There is no functional difference. The correct answer is A. A lightweight tag is very much like a branch that doesn't change. It's just a pointer to a specific commit. An annotated tag, however, is stored as a full object in the Git database. It contains the tagger name, email, date, and has a tagging message. It is generally recommended to use annotated tags for public releases so that all relevant metadata is preserved. Which command is used to identify the specific commit that introduced a bug by using binary search? Option A. Git debug. Option B. Git search. Option C. Git bisect. Option D. Git blame. The correct answer is C. Git bisect is a powerful debugging tool. You give it a bad commit where the bug exists and a good commit where the bug didn't exist. Git then uses binary search to check out commits in the middle. You test each one and tell Git if it's good or bad until it finds the exact commit that introduced the regression. How do you view who modified each line of a specific file and when? Option A. Git log file. Option B. Git blame less than file name greater than. Option C. Git history lines. Option D. Git show less than file name greater than. The correct answer is B. Git blame is used to examine the contents of a file and see which user made the last change to each line of the file. It provides the commit hash, the author, and the timestamp for every single line, making it invaluable for understanding the context of code changes. Which command removes untracked files from your local working directory? Option A. Git reset hard. Option B. Git cleanf. Option C. Git all. Option D. Git checkout. The correct answer is B. While git reset hard reverts tracked files to the last commit, it does not remove untracked files, new files you haven't added. Git cleanf is specifically designed to sweep away untracked files to make your directory truly clean. Use it with caution, as deleted untracked files cannot be recovered via Git. What does the command git gc do? Option A. It clones a repository into a new directory. Option B. It runs a garbage collection process to compress file revisions and remove unreachable objects. Option C. It generates a code coverage report. Option D. It checks the repository for security vulnerabilities. The correct answer is B. Git GC stands for garbage collect. Over time, Git repositories accumulate cruft, unreachable objects from rebases or deleted branches. Git GC identifies these, removes them, and compresses the remaining data into pack files to optimize disk space and improve performance. Git often runs this automatically, but it can be triggered manually. What is the effect of git pull, rebase? Option A. It fetches changes and creates a merge commit. Option B. It fetches changes and then reapplies your local commits on top of the fetched branch history. Option C. It deletes local changes and replaces them with remote changes. Option D. It pushes your changes before fetching new ones. The correct answer is B. By default, git pull performs a merge. This often results in merge commits that can clutter history. Git pull rebase fetches the remote changes, but instead of merging, it replays your local unpushed commits on top of the newly downloaded remote commits. This results in a much cleaner, linear project history. That wraps up our 30 practice questions for the DevOps Git and Version Control certification. How many did you get right? Let us know your score in the comments below. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow developers. Don't forget to subscribe for more certification prep content. For the full set of practice exams and in-depth study materials, check the link in the description below.